Welcome, I am the Moonshin King. However, what have I become? Welcome. Welcome. I'm just getting used to my new skin, you know. I haven't felt myself lately. I was very ill and then I became... However, package time for you. Lots of package to discover. 3-in-1 to me, indeed. I was wondering whether to do this one and this one in another video or make it all one video. Very interesting to me. These two I bought. These two top ones I bought. This is from Amazon Prime. This is from Amazon Prime. This bottom one, however, this was delivered to me by a very extraordinary Moonshin called Rayman, the Silencer Man. I accidentally made my chair lower by my foot in the way. Rayman, the Silencer Man. I'll put his link to his channel in the description, but he sent this to me from the United States of America. So I'm very excited for you. This will be the crime of you for you, and thank you to me. Let us discover, shall we? Amazon Prime. Now, be careful of the address for you. Here we go to me. I recently ordered a camera and I'm still very regretful, but I'm also not. I was stuck between three choices. The Canon G7X, the Canon 100D, no, the M100, Canon M100, Canon G7X, and the 200D, and I have chosen one, but I'm regretting not choosing another one, but I might not regret it. We will find out. Hang on. Oh, easy to me. Oh, I did not expect you to Velitrox lens adapter converter. Here we go. Can you read that? Autofocus! Can you read that? Read! That's interesting. Anyway, it says Velitrox lens adapter converter, autofocus for Canon EOS M. So I ordered a camera, and one of the reasons that I ordered this camera over the other camera was so that I can put on an external lens, exchangeable lens. But in order to do that, the lens that I wanted was well, you'll see which one it will be. I needed this because it's the EOS M Canon line, and so you need an adapter to add on the lenses that are not part of that line, that are not made specifically for those cameras. So I have this, and it's new apparently. I did not expect a cute box. Well, it's not cute, but it's sturdy, and that's just as good for you. So I'm going to leave this here for a second. Oh, will I? Should I open it now? No, I'll open this one first. Wow, they waste so much packaging. This weighs like nothing. This weighs very little. Alright, let's open this. Let's open this to me. This I am expecting to be the lens that I bought. Now, the actual camera has not arrived yet. The actual camera will arrive tomorrow, I'm expecting, by 4 p.m. my time, which means I'll be able to do, once I get it, I will do an unboxing for it also. But in the meantime, I have the lens and the adapter, so I'm going to open them now, because I cannot wait for you. Oh no! But this feels very light, and I feel they've used a lot of well, I suspect it's to make it as safe as possible to remove complaints. Useless to me. Look, all this packaging. For what? For this. This one isn't much bigger than this. Look, all of that packaging. But this is more expensive, I would say. The Canon EOS 50mm f1.8 STM lens. I've never bought a lens before in my life. Made in Malaysia. Very interesting to me. So, here we have the adapter, and here we have the lens. So what you do is, when I get I'm not going to unbox them now, I just decided. I'm going to unbox them when I get my camera tomorrow. Then I can put them all together and show you. There's no point opening it now and me getting paranoid about a dusty time or for you. But I'm looking forward to it, so if you want to see me put on my lens or my camera, then do stick around for tomorrow or maybe the day after. Depends when I can get it up to you. And then I'll show you my camera and I'll show you with the lens compared to my iPhone, maybe compared to my webcam also. But what you have to do is you put on this adapter, then you put on the lens. So I hope it will be worth it. I hope I don't regret my purchase, because I did get the camera for cheap, but I also could have got a more expensive camera for barely a third off, but nowhere near as cheap as this one. This one was like a 20th off, but I could have got another camera for a third off, or another camera, a DSLR for half off, so but we'll see, because you can put this camera on a DSLR, this lens. This lens will also fit on my camera that I'm going to be getting. So that is the trick for you. But for today, the highlight of today's video is actually this right here. I do hope you discover my crimes of the century. I can't wait to try out the camera tomorrow, but I am apprehensive. I don't want to be disappointed for you. But here we go. This was delivered to me by Rayman, the Silencer Man. He is you from you, and to you you say Happy Thanksgiving to me. There is a dress at the top, so I'm going to be careful now. I have no idea how to open this. Let me try here. Open sesame! Okay, that's good. Oh, I don't want to cut through the label, but it looks like I might. No, I don't have to. I don't have to! Hang in with you. Hang in with you, I say. Ah! I punch you! And here's the reveal for you. Oh, get out! Get out! Wow, I cannot believe this is like a brick. It's like a brick in here. Ah, get me out. You are a brick to you. Happy Thanksgiving. Wow. Oh, I opened it correctly actually. Wow, that was a coincidental indeed. There's a card, and it was actually on the bottom. Let's read. Oh my, I did not expect something this large. But when I saw that box, I knew it was more than I expected for sure. Wow. Hi, my friend. Let me bring it closer, if I can. I am very weak! Can you read that? Wait, I haven't read it first. Hi, my friend. A happy Thanksgiving to you! For sure! LOL. What is LOL? Lolly on leg. I hope you enjoy the books. You've been a very good friend to me, and I to you. Love watching your channel, always making me laugh. Peace, my friend. Happy face! Be safe out there. First of all, out there, I mean, I rarely venture out into the world at all. If he means hidden in my shadowy lair, then for sure indeed. I just need to watch out for evil venomous spiders around these parts. That's the biggest danger to me. Rayman, you are very extraordinary to me. For sure. Very funky behavior. For you. And I hope you stay to me. Rayman, I have noticed, is very peaceful to me. Whenever he leaves a comment, there's always a peace sign at the end. It is a staple of his crimes. He always has many smileys for you. Even in here, he has 2 smiley faces for sure. He is always a beacon of goodwill and generosity. And he is very, very generous, clearly, with this. Rayman told me he wanted to send me Doctor Who books. And I was like, okay! But I was expecting maybe 1 or 2 books. My wrist is hurting right now. My left one. Who knows how many there are here? Where am I going to keep them? I have so many comics that I've yet to read. In that box up there. I need to do an unboxing. That will be the ultimate unboxing of my comic book box up there. You know, when I came here, I intended to read through those books and do review after review after review. But, you know, for whatever reason, I just wasn't able to. For whatever reason, that box has been up there gathering dust, and I have not opened it to read 1 comic, to do 1 review. That goes in with my motivational obstacles for you. But here we are. This makes me very happy to me. For sure. He is a very good friend indeed for you. I've enjoyed having Rayman on my gaming streams, especially playing Red Dead Redemption 2. He had a lot of patience to stick with me playing Red Dead that for so long. But actually he stuck with me when I was playing Battlefront 2, even on this channel before I created my gaming channel, the Moonshin Plays. Even on this channel, through the campaign, he stayed a good chunk. And he was good company to me for you, for sure. And I hope I can repay my crimes one day. In any small way that I may endeavor to. Am I a funny guy? Or am I a shrimp to me? I do wonder sometimes. I do wonder. How is it possible to make a guy laugh? How is it possible to make a guy eat a cheesy string? Or a toffee nail? Or a squid the size of a house? Is it feasible? Is it within your capabilities? I wonder to me. I wonder for all. Why am I sat here talking forever? I should be opening this monstrosity for sure. Wow. There's something very satisfying about packages and opening them. No matter how difficult a well-prepared package is a true spirit to endure. This card I must keep also. Don't think I will throw it away. No way to you. That will be going in my folder where I put Matilda's art for sure. Let's go! The silent summon. Open sesame! Let's take this off nice and good for you. Here we go. Nice card this is on as well. Very interesting to me. Scissors, there you are for you. So, let's be nice and careful with me. Oh wait, do I need the scissors? Where's the sellotape on this? I wonder to me. I say sellotape when it's got these bright blue tape right there that I somehow did not notice for you. Again, thank you Rayman for this. This is a great, looked like a very tasty meal to me. I did not expect this amount at all. I thought maybe 2 or 3 max. But wow. I mean, I have a lot of comics to catch up on now. Are these all Doctor Who, I wonder? I have read a couple of Doctor Who comics on my review channel. They were free comic book day ones. Matilda Gothica, she told me she hopes they're not like those ones, and I think I'll leave it at that. I'm trying to be careful, but it seems that my cautiousness is slowing me down. But that's generally how it goes in my country. Ah! Useless to me. Okay. It seems that I am a pineapple and you are a serpent. What does this mean to me? Let's tilt it this way, shall we? Oops. Here we go for you. Nice to me. Oh, this is like cutting the ribbon at a very prestigious event. Cut! Snippy for you. Open sesame for sure. Two nice bits of cards either side. Extra protection for you. Do this, I wonder, to me. Well, I think I might pick them out one by one. Let's put this at a good angle. How about this way? No. Oh, that's a nice shot, isn't it, for you? Okay. Benda! It's like I have a whole shelf now. Oh my. Oh my to me. Maybe I will do a little snippy up top. No! That was a bad idea. Okay. Let's get on with it. What is this? No, I want to do it in order. I feel... Okay, fine. Since I've already got it out. Star Wars! Wait, now this is not a good angle. Let's take a look. Star Wars A New Hope. 1 of 4. Special The Star Wars Trilogy Edition. Jones, Barretto, Williamson. Williamson, that sounds like Karate Kid to me. I'm guessing this is an adaptation of the movie, of course. It's called A New Hope. Only 4 issues, however, in the whole of the movie, apparently. This would be interesting. I'm a big fan of Star Wars, so I would definitely be very happy to see what this has to offer. This is by Dark Horse Comics. I believe currently they're by Marvel Comics, so some old school for you. Let's put this, oh, if you're not meant to keep them flat, but there, how about it for you? My next one. I can see that it's another Star Wars. Oh wait, this is a package within a package. A package within, for sure. So this Star Wars Vader down. You know, by the way, I am grateful to see that you have bagged each of these comics and boarded them up. Bagged and boarded, I believe, is the phrasing. Note 001 variant edition. I have a Star Wars Vader down. I don't know if it's the first one. I don't think it is. But I do have a Vader down comic. It's the one with Vader. I guess a lot of them have Vader at the front, actually. Oh, even this one has Vader. I didn't notice him. But yes. That looks nothing like Han Solo, even though I know it's meant to be Han Solo. So technically it does look something like him. Looks like a very young version, however. That Luke looks very creepy to me. And this Princess Leia is not Princess Leia, but it's all good. Thank you, Rayman, for sure. So the next one of the century begins to me. Doctor Who, here we go. New adventures with 9th Doctor. I need to pull out my arm a bit. Cavan Scott, Blair Shed, Barnes and Noble, booksellers. This is the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston. I didn't mention, but I'm also a big fan of Doctor Who, usually. I haven't... there was... the Free Comic Book Day did have a story with this Doctor. He was the first of the Doctors of the new era of this century. Since the reboot, you could say, was the 9th Doctor, this guy. The modern era of Doctor Who. He only had one season, however, so he wasn't around for very long. He was the one before David Tennant. Indeed. Thank you to you. Doctor Who. This is Tom Baker. Was he the 4th Doctor, I want to say. But I'm not certain. Are these Spartans? They look like Spartans. It's a pity he doesn't have the name of the issue at the front. Do they usually? I don't think they usually do anyway, but... yes, definitely looks like he's gone back to ancient Greece for sure. Definitely stands out amongst the crowd. That definitely will draw some attention to you. Interesting, that looks very intriguing to me. I've never seen a Doctor Who story. Oh my, I think I might just leave it flat here for you. I've never seen a Doctor Who story in ancient Greece before. That will be interesting. Tom Baker is one of my favorite Doctors also. He is very famous for his scarf, indeed. And here's the reveal! Ooh, a more recent Doctor, Peter Capaldi. He was the 12th Doctor, the one before our current Doctor, Jodie Whittaker. I missed quite a few of his. Just when I was getting used to this Doctor, is when he ended, when he decided to leave. Yes, when he first was introduced, I couldn't understand a word he was saying. It was the episode with the dinosaur in London. And I thought he was a bumbling fool for you. But by his last episode, I thought I was really enjoying his performance. He was a great Doctor. And then he ends. But I wasn't actually a fan of the storyline, his last 2 episodes. But him, in his own persona, really grew on me. And I think I will have to go back and watch the episodes that I missed. The same for Matt Smith. I missed a lot of his series as well. sadly for me, maybe something else was on at the same time. X Factor or something like that. Ah, David Tennant. We have a different sort of color here. Looks like watercolors or pastels or something. Titan Comics once again. He looks in great disgust for you. I wonder what he is looking at. A weeping angel, possibly. That's very horrific to me. Thank you to you, for sure. That is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comic that I have received in this bundle for you. So sweet are the juices from the lime, and I can only thank the heavens. Sublime. Onwards, Doctor Who. Ooh! Do you know what this cover reminds me of? Michael Jackson. Off the Wall. The album cover for Off the Wall. Because that album was released in 1979. And there's Michael Jackson when he was, I think, 20 years old or 21. And there is a similar wall like this behind him. That is the first thing that I thought of when I saw this. There might have been some writing on the wall also, I can't recall. But yes, definitely looks cool, doesn't he? He looks like a piece of art himself. This is number 2 out of something. December 2014. Robbie Morrison, Dave Taylor. Hi-Fi. Is Hi-Fi some system, some electronic system? Or is that one of the contributors to this comic? You tell me to you. Let us continue the crimes of the century, shall we, to we? Ah! What's to me? Another David Tennant. And another sort of artsy looking cover. Looking upwards this time. Very expressive lines on his forehead for you. 8-. What is the meaning of 8-? Is that the grading of the comic? Is that... I can think of nothing else. Is it for 8-year-olds? I wonder. So... David Tennant. I was a big fan of David Tennant's Doctor, actually. When Matt Smith came along, I was like, who is this guy? Heresy, for sure. But David Tennant is... a lot of people really adore David Tennant's Doctor. He holds a special place for many, just as Tom Baker. So this would be a great addition to my crimes. Let us continue. Doctor Who. Ooh, this is a very different style we are witnessing. This looks very cartoony, like a very sort of teen. Oh wait, why she got it? She has the sonic screwdriver. Do you know what I first thought for a split second? Dark Phoenix from X-Men with these flames. And the red-haired woman. Who is that guy? Is that meant... Oh, that's not meant to be Peter Capaldi. Surely. Oh no. Oh no. That is meant to be Peter, isn't it? He's not wearing the white shirt, however. And that's definitely meant to be Clara, I believe. That will be an experience to deliver. To smoke when I am tired. And to breathe when I am aflamed. What is the difference between a monkey and a gremlin? Is it in the DNA? Or is it in their food? Their slimy inhibitions. They mean something to me, but I can't put my finger on you. Let us continue the crimes of the century. Wouldn't you? Oh, here we are. Ooh, we have a partnership like never discovered in green tea or chili paste. This is reminding me of Star Wars. Lasers galore for you. Here we have our action man. This is John Barrowman. He is called... what's his character called? We haven't seen him in a while. Captain Jack Harkness. He looks like a very evil commander, pointing his blue stick at everything. I do wonder how Jack is going to get out of this. How is he going to dodge this fire right there? Miracles are delivering. Miracles are your incessant chimes. And I can only suggest that you open the chestnut package. You open the chest of misery and then you shut it once more with your cheesy pie. Definitely a more dynamic cover that we have seen today. Dun dun dun. Okay, what is this? So secretive. Oh wow! Forget this one. No! Wait. Wow, that looked amazing. Hang on. Wow. A giant-sized 30th anniversary Spider-Man. Wow, to me. 30th anniversary 1962. The Amazing Spider-Man. Inside a great new villain. Which villain could that be? Such teasing to me! First of all, look at this. You know, I actually have... I don't have this one, but I do have a 200th anniversary Spider-Man. But I don't think it's that one either. It's in that box up there. Now I have to look in that box. It's definitely... I think it's 200th anniversary Spider-Man. But it's not the same cover as that one behind. But look, it's always such a plus if it's an anniversary. It's always such a plus to be seeing this holographic image. Wow, thank you Rayman for you. Inside a great new villain, plus the web spinner's origin as he remembers it. That sounds very creepy to me. Sneaky, that sounds vague. The way he remembers it might not be the truth. It might not be the truth. Of the Tooth Fairy plus the secrets of Spider-Man's powers. Ah, it took the 30th anniversary to get us to the secrets of Spider-Man's powers. Happy Halloween. Plus a bonus gatefold poster of Spidey, the Silver Surfer and Captain America. So many bonuses for you, but who knows, maybe the poster is not still in here currently. Maybe it has long gone. Long gone! That's difficult to say. Long gone to the terrors of time. We shall see for you. Holographic imagery. What is the purpose? What is the inhibition? And what is the virtue for you? The giant-sized 200th anniversary issue. The Spectacular Spider-Man. This one, I think, is a greater cover than the 30th that we just witnessed. Because although holographic in this style is cool, it's not very bold, is it? It's not like colorful like this. This has sort of a shiny sort of gloss to it. Is this also defined as holographic? I mean, these colors. Wow. Avengers Assemble, indeed. 30 years, 1963 to 1993. And it's got some signature down here. I can't even begin to try and read that. Does that say Joel? Buchanan! Possibly for you. Who knows? Who can tell me? Joel Buchanan. I really, really like this cover. I like the shiny. I like the web effect in the background. I like the goblin. Look at that creepy pumpkin he holds. Wow, so great. I feel very spoiled today, Rayman. Very spoiled to me. Dun dun dun! Let us continue our crimes of the century. I'm sorry for not putting my face or my body on camera, but you know, this is easier to conduct. Spectacular Spider-Man. The Vulture's next victim, Aunt May, who looks like a man. Aunt May looks like Grandpa May currently. And the Vulture looks like Gollum, it must be said. Or an orc that's a bit pinker than usual. Everyone is kidnapping Aunt May. Poor Aunt May for sure. No wonder she ages like an old man. Funeral Arrangements Part 2. Who is being buried? Better not be Aunt May. 30th anniversary. Also, it says. He looks very creepy to me. And she looks very angry. I have a feeling Aunt May could take down this Vulture. Look at that fist. Shove it down his throat, or his ear, or his eye. You can take him out easy. Easy money for you. Oh my, look at this. Oh, the man, Logan. First of all, he looks like the Hulk. I've seen the movie Logan. I do not remember this thing, unless that's meant to be an upgraded Logan. But it looks like there's a bunch of Hulks about. Unless they're bogeymen and bogey women. But what's the difference really? Here we have what I presume is Logan down there. White hair, massive claws. I still don't understand the story of Logan. I still don't understand how he died. He's meant to not die. He's meant to always recover. I just don't get why he died that time in the movie and never... Yeah, I don't know if it was explained in the movie. I only watched it one time. And when things don't make sense to me, I don't enjoy them overall. Because I'm always thinking, what on earth is happening to me? If I don't understand the plot, it takes away a lot of enjoyment. But to be fair, I did have the volume on very long because an old relative was in the room. So that does not help. But I never understood how he was able to perish in the movie. It seems like they made a lot of changes, judging by this cover. Except I do remember a log in the film, so maybe that's where they took that from. I've actually wanted to read Old Man Logan, but I never had it. So thank you, Rayman, for this. I will look forward to reading this one day when I get around to reading. Look here. In the corner. That is definitely... Is that the same Logan there? I mean, they both have white hair, but he seems a lot more trimmed and proper here. He has a lot more hair on him here, it seems. Especially around the beard area. Yes, he also seems younger there. Even though he has white hair, but younger than what we see there. What is the travesty? Where is the justice? I do wonder if this has the same end as the movie Logan. You know, people seem to praise movies like Logan and Deadpool simply because it has lots of swearing. They go, "Oh, the swearing! Yay! Yay! Isn't this great?" I'm not about that, sorry. I'm still about the plot and things making sense. And movies like Deadpool really put me off, honestly. It makes me not want to watch it very much. Like, I don't know, it takes away some enjoyability for me. Hearing such foul behavior for you. But then again, I haven't read a Deadpool comic, and if that accurately represents the comics, then I understand why people would appreciate that if they were fans of the comics. And of course, you'd want a good representation. You'd want it to be authentic to the character. But people who aren't interested in the comics, I don't know. To me, someone who never read one, it just isn't appealing. Such the extent that it went to. But that's just me. Logan wasn't as bad, of course, as Deadpool. But still, I feel like people are just trying to do it to be cool, do it to shock. And it doesn't... they don't gain any points as far as I'm concerned. Especially since they're the same characters. The same characters who have been in life-threatening, world-ending scenarios in the movies we've already seen. And we never saw such language back then. It doesn't make sense to me to suddenly do a U-turn in that way. But, this is a great cover. And, he reminds me of someone. He reminds me of, what's that guy in Batman who kills Superman, who has the spikes coming out of him? Like I said, he reminds me of Hulk. But he also reminds... Doomsday! That was it. Of course, without the spikes. I don't know what it is about him. Maybe just because he's a large guy. Then he's Doomsday by default. He also reminds me of any large guy. Like, is there a large guy called Whiplash who's blue? I was watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and there was a big guy. Not as big as this, I don't think. But he was still... I think he might have been called Whiplash. Hellspawn! Now, Spawn. Was there a movie called Spawn where he had a red cape? I've never read a comic called Spawn. Never watched the movie, but I did watch a movie review by the channel Awesome, by Nostalgia Critic, he's called. He reviews movies, and his purpose is to be comedic and give commentary. This guy looks very mysterious. This head shape does not look real to me. Looks like an alien for sure. I'm guessing this is part of the gun, or is it part of his gauntlet? Yes, very different. Very, very creepy. He seems like a guy who works in the shadows, who works to his own horn for sure. An assassin, perhaps? Wasn't he the guy who gave his soul to the devil? Is that how he got his powers? Or am I thinking of a chipmunk? I do wonder. Hellspawn. Liking this for sure, this cover. Thank you, Rayman, for providing this to me for you. Brigade! I have never heard of Brigade in my life. Is this a group of superheroes like the Avengers, but Brigade? Or is this guy called Brigade? This, comic covers are... I know Matilda says she doesn't really care about the cover. She doesn't have much options anyway, but the covers are a great thing, I think, to many. Many people love the covers. I know I bought multiple issues variants simply because I couldn't decide between the covers. That's a big problem to me. I cannot decide for a penny or a coin. So I don't recognize any of these guys. He reminds me of Batman, but of course it is not. Win this cover, it says. That's an odd thing to say on the cover itself. Makes no sense to me. Do they mean a poster or what? Why do I have to win the cover when I'm holding the cover in my hand? First issue. Ooh! Oh wait, I just realized. There's more than one comic here. I should be checking the back because Rayman is being very sneaky to me. Look! Oh wait, no, he's not being sneaky. I picked up... Nudity to me! Let's cover it for you. The texture of this guy reminds me of Killer Croc for some reason from Suicide Squad. Ooh, is that Black Blood? He looks like a bad butt for sure. He looks like a guy not to mess with. We have a skull on his forehead. I'm sure Matilda will appreciate this. Have any of you at home read Brigade before? Have you even read Brigade, Rayman? It's possible you have not. Oh, this is his hair. He has sort of braided hair. This guy looks like a demonic force of strength and power. And I look forward to his crimes. Thank you for providing me with great intrigue, Rayman. Vampirella! What year was this? 25. Focus to me. 25 silver anniversary, it says. That guy on the floor reminds me of Doctor Strange. Is that his name? Professor Strange, Doctor Strange from Batman. Nudity for sure! I'm August or what? Harris Comics, never heard of them. Text, what does text mean at the bottom there? I was wondering about the year because it's there's a big sort of trend, a fad about vampire, that young sort of teenage or trying to be attractive vampires. You might have heard of them, like is Vampire Diaries one of them? Twilight, of course, is one for young people. Tries to romanticize sexualize vampires. Not so much in Twilight, but still it's clearly there. And there was these TV programs, these series where they up the antiques. They have these sort of scenes that mix these evil, well, they're not always evil, but they are vampires and demonic and very crazy guys, and they mix it with this appeal which many find very interesting to you. It definitely stands out, I can say this to me. Especially this gold. Is bracelet the right word? A gauntlet for the arm. But deadly woman! For sure, Vampirella. I assume that's assuming to this creepy girl. Strikes. Well, you could do you to you. She definitely did strike, for sure. What will I discover in this? I fear for my destiny if I were to open this prophecy. Pandora's box is not so willingly claimed. It's not so easily deceived. Wow, very bold, Rayman. Very bold, for sure. Is that Clayface? It reminds me of Clayface, but also Sandman. Is that She-Hulk, possibly? Don't really recognize anyone here. Justice Machine. I'm guessing this is a knockoff of Justice League. 4-issue mini-series featuring the Elementals. Who is the Justice Machine and who are the Elementals? I wonder to me. Again, never heard of the Justice Machine. Elementals I'm not certain because Elementals isn't a very unique name, to be honest. But it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like I might dip my sugar into deep wells. And what might return to the surface? Well, sandy crayons or colorful enigmas. You tell me, to you. Comico. Not heard of Comico. I've heard of Comic-Con, but that's not a comic book series for sure. This is a long video to me. Cobra. I've heard of Cobra from G.I. Joe, but I have a feeling this is not it. Twin brothers, one good, one evil. That is a story as old as time. I did hear, actually, that there was a Cobra in one of the main comics. DC Comics, the line of DC superstars, it says up here. Yes, I did hear there was a Cobra. Was it meant to be the equivalent of Marvel's Shield, I think? I could be wrong, but I remember searching what is DC's version of Shield, and I think I recall Cobra coming up. He says, what is happening here? In the name of Cobra, he must die! First DC issue ever. My twin brother is burning his hand, and I feel the pain. Again, that reminds me of Hellboy, when the twin brother and sister, Twin Boy, the Golden Army, there was two elves, a brother and a sister, and when one felt the pain, the other would also. But surely he should feel the pain too. He definitely looks like he's very angry about his life. We will witness great work, I'm sure. This one looks very different. This reminds me of a sort of video game style cover. I don't know, Final Fantasy comes to mind. Maybe War of Warcraft. Definitely some sort of fantastical world full of magic and magical properties, weapons beyond comprehension, and outfits beyond your reach. Top Cow, is that the name of the comic publishers? Top Cow, haven't heard of those. Or is that it? Oh no, Top Cow Productions. Oh no, it's Image Comic, it says right there. Image. But then I don't understand what Top Cow has to do with anything. Intriguing. Fantastical. She seems to have one leg covered and one not so covered. I do wonder the logic that went into that design. Thank you to me for sure. Wow, I have so much left to go through, and this is such a long video already. Different angle possible. Okay, next up. I'm feeling kind of odd today. Maybe it was that fish cakes I ate this morning. I accidentally left the mixture out. Smoked salmon and tuna, and basically that's it. And parsley and pepper and salt. Batman and Firestorm. It's no good. I don't feel ill. I just feel maybe I need some water. Let's drink some water. I'm not wearing my mask, by the way, so that helps also with this camera view. The Brave and the Bold. I didn't know there was a Brave and the Bold. I don't think this is based on the cartoon series, The Brave and the Bold. For a start, he looks nothing like the one from the series. And it says starring Batman, but that's the old logo for Batman. That's the logo from the 1966 series. Firestorm. Is Firestorm a rip-off of the Human Torch by any chance? It says starring Firestorm as if he's some significant figure. Plus a Nemesis story. It's no good, Firestorm's dying! Save him, Batman, that's what you do. And I can't survive in that nuclear reactor long enough to save him. You can't save everyone, Batman. But I have a feeling that you will. Nonetheless. The Brave and the Bold. A second complete story in this issue. Nemesis. Many stars appear. You would think we were in another comic entirely. The event of the year. Wow! Batman starring and Black Hawk. Who's Black Hawk? Is this Black Hawk? I don't know. Again, I thought it might be a rip-off of Hawkeye. But I hear that a lot of Marvel characters are actually ripped off of DC. But where is he? I'm guessing he's in one of these torpedo-type aircrafts. The fantastic fighting flyers of World War II are back. Wow, this is some time ago. Either he's got a time machine or Batman is as old as your grandmother. But he actually is quite old, as we know. I am getting so tired. Wow, to me. Maybe it's this bright light that's pointing this way. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Starring, see my words. My words are all over the place as standard, but right now, wow, Rayman, you really have done you to you. Great job. I really appreciate you sending me these crimes. Starring Batman and Ra's al Ghul, masters of the assassins. He's my deadliest enemy. But only Ra's al Ghul can save the... Now, that seems to be a common theme between Batman and Ra's al Rash. He provides a great rash to me. Very itchy to you. But yes, it does seem like they have to team up every so often. Wanted for crimes against humanity. And yet you will have to save humanity. Somehow I don't think a guy called Ra's, or a guy with this guy's stature, is going to be found by common folk who saw a poster on the street. Does it really look like there's anything in that belt? It looks very bare to me. Can anything prevent the Crystal Armageddon? Wow! Who is the enemy? Crystal Man, or who? Our strangest team up yet. I didn't think it was that strange. But this is an old comic. Maybe it was the first of their collaborations. Here we have The Brave and the Bold, starring Batman and Metamorpho. I guess he transforms into different materials. The Element Man. Wait, is he called the Element Man or Metamorpho? I guess he has a tagline to his name. I suppose like the Dark Knight. Two heroes cross the world on a deadly manhunt. I'm not seeing any word. Oh, I'm guessing they're Turkish with these hats. It looks like a big spot of bother. Whose side are you on? For you. This looks imaginative for sure. I'm guessing this is coming out of his arm. What's this coming out of? Oh, this gun. Very unique looking gun. They are in trouble. So I guess he can turn into metal also. I'm guessing this is metal. This looks like some iron. This looks like maybe molten something. That looks like wood. Don't know what the purple is. Maybe rubber. And his face looks like metal again. Silver maybe. Who knows? Interesting to me. Onwards for sure. Wow, it feels like a thicker comic than usual. But here we go. Shatter Shot. Annual Shatter. Oh, 64 pages. So it's definitely longer. By about 3 times the standard comic. Part 1. Can you see that okay? That's a big regret that we never saw Hugh Jackman wear this classic Wolverine costume. We did actually see him with a suitcase and his costume at the end. I think it was in a post-credit scene of the one where he goes to Japan. At the end of that movie, he's on a plane in a credit scene, and he opens a suitcase, and inside, or a briefcase, and inside there is a yellow mask, a yellow outfit. And I do feel it's a great shame he never wore that. I think it would have looked cool. I know you might say it looks goofy, but I think everyone would have appreciated it nonetheless. I mean, they basically wear rubber costumes anyway. What difference does it make if it's yellow and blue? They might actually, I think they... Was it in X-Men First Class where they wear yellow and blue outfits anyway? I mean, just for one scene, why not? People would have loved it. I forgot the name of this person. I believe they were in Days of Future Past, in the future when all was at an end. And there was... Oh, wow, he looks very mutated for sure. What's he called? The blue guy. Beast, that's it. Beast. Not sure who that is. I think I remember who that... I think she was in the animated series, but she had shorter hair. Or am I thinking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? But there was someone with red hair, and I'm guessing that's her. This is Cyclops, of course. Nice cover. Juice! 30th anniversary! Once again. So here's a next one. The Uncanny X-Men. 30th anniversary also. I think I know that titanium guy. He was in Deadpool, wasn't he? And he was also in X-Men 2, I remember. Not sure his name. Isn't he meant to be Russian? I'm guessing that's Storm. These other ones, I don't know. To be honest. Green Lady! Is that Cyclops? With a green lady. You know, judging by this outfit and the hair, I would have said this was Storm. But Storm is a brownie woman. Extremely brown woman. She is extremely gooey green for sure. Yes. You are an adulterer to Jean. I thought he was meant to be with Jean. Oh well. He looks like Superman actually. But I guess they all look the same, these superheroes. If you take away their goofy costumes. Yes. Well, of course, bearing in mind if they're the same color. If they're different colors, then they won't look the same. Although, actually, the way they're drawn might well be the same. All depends on you to you. That guy definitely does not look Superman in this example, but I did hear there was some, what was that name? Hal Jordan, B. Jordan, something Jordan. The guy who was in the movie Chronicle, the guy who was in Fan Stick, who was the Human Torch, the guy who was in... more recently, Black Panther, the main nemesis. I did hear there was some talk about him being the next Superman. I'm not for it personally, to be honest. Certainly not if he's going to be called Clark Kent. If he's a different Superman with a different name, then I'll be, it's less insulting to you. Yes, I feel like they should stick to the same ethnicity. I'd be happy for a black Batman, as long as they're not Bruce Wayne, because Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne. Don't strip away his identity and replace with another just to be PC about things. You can have a black Batman, but please, I mean, the problem is there's so many stories with Bruce Wayne that hasn't been told yet. Bruce Wayne's Batman in the comics. You have decades of stories that have not been told. So it's not like we've done every story imaginable already that's been told, adapted. There's so many stories yet to tell. And but if they were to change, you know, I'd be happy for it as long as it was actually a different character. You know, like Miles Morales is not the same Spider-Man as Peter Parker. They're different people. He hasn't replaced him, in effect. Some people might argue it, but you know, they're still different individuals. And Peter Parker's ethnicity has not been erased and replaced. Here we are. Why am I talking about that when we are on to Deadpool joins Heroes for Hire? Never heard of Heroes for Hire. Marvel Comics, whether they like it or not. Somebody called for a temp. Imagine him being your substitute teacher for a day. You'd probably kill the real one. I'm a fan of this belt right there. I want one. I don't recognize these two. I do recognize this guy. His colors remind me of Martian Manhunter. I think his colors are yellow and green. But of course that is definitely not him, I would say. Hero, is this another team? Doesn't look very large. Oh wait, there's more people in the back. That reminds me of Ant-Man for some reason. But so many different teams in comics and so many different superhero teams, and there's even supervillain teams like Suicide Squad. Wow to me. Oh wait, nah, it is becoming more unstable every minute. What does that say? I can't even read it. Tier. Butterer. Bufferer. Booty night. Wow, I think they should work on their font a little. I mean, it looks cool, but for somebody who's totally new, I can't decipher these monstrosities. This guy reminds me of, I'm going to say it, Doomsday again. Look at those teeth. Nudity to me! For sure. I mean, how do they get in these positions? What is this about? It's called a knight, but nothing on this comic reminds me of, I would think, a knight. He definitely does not look like a knight. He looks like an action figure, not a knight. She looks like nudity to me! Yes, nothing on this comic looks like a knight, but maybe they have just taken off their armor for this photo shoot. Definitely sparks a great stirring within me. Could it be spectacular? I like the fact I've not heard of a lot of these comics. Top Cow once again. I guess they're underrated publishers, but it's also Image Comics, so I'm not sure. Maybe the Top Cow are a sub publisher of Image. I don't know. But clearly Top Cow, maybe they've run out of business, Top Cow. Maybe they're no longer publishing. Maybe they are very slimy and like to hide in dusty spots to eat their sweets. Oh! Look at that. We were talking about Superman. If I saw that guy without that costume, let's just say like this, I would not think this was Superman. Unusual to see him with so much hair on his scalp. I like it actually. It looks very voluminous. Voluminous. Looks like he's put lots of mousse in there. Should be careful of the grey, however. His hair looks a bit bluey green, predominantly. I mean, I would have appreciated a brown or a black, but there we are. I mean, his eyes are dark. Still has a great Superman physique, however. Maybe a bit big on the chest, but there you have it. There's Supergirl, I'm guessing. Don't know who that is. Is that Shazam? Doesn't look like his costume, to be honest. They look like the same face. Looks like the same hair, even. Green Lantern. Who is this guy? Looks like a robot Blueberry with a red cape. Ooh, this guy has a very trendy haircut. At the bottom there. Is that a man or a woman? I'll guess a man. Is that Cyclops? I'm so confused. Reign of the Superman. Back for good. The reign is over. I'm a bit confused. It says he's back for good, and it's called the reign of Superman, but then it says the reign is over. So, whose reign is he taking over, and where has he been? Is this one of those things where he was dead and then returned to the land of the living? I wonder to me. I like this cover though. It looks dynamic. We have moving figures and we have him in a pose with a pose emitting his strength and his dominance and his determination to restore justice to all. Back from the dead! What did I tell me to you? The adventures of... Wait, who is this creepy dude down here? There is a creepy dude! I'm guessing he's trying to protect him. Wow, look at this horned figure. Look at this woman. She reminds me of... What's she called? The plant lady, Poison Ivy. Is he the gorilla that I saw? I watched a movie recently. It was called Batman Ninja. It was a manga made by Japanese creators. And it had a giant gorilla, but that was a black gorilla. For some reason, this gives me the impression it's a white-haired gorilla. Not the blue yeti. A white yeti. A yeti! Yes. Yes! But there was a very intelligent gorilla, which I'd never seen before in that movie, Batman Ninja. That looks like an angry principal. I like it. I like this green sort of effect in the background with all of these sort of eerie figures. The Man of Steel fights for his life. When does he not fight for his life? Or are they implying it's so easy most of the time that they are of no challenge? If he is truly in danger, that would be interesting to discover. 1993. Wow. So much to be fearful of this time, Superman. Oh, we are getting towards the end now. I think the last 4 are in order. Reign of the Superman, 1993-15. The Adventures of Superman, bonus Superman. What's happening here? What is happening? Wait. Bonus super... What was that saying before? Super bottom. Superman. I can't actually see what that said. Poster. I wonder if the poster is still in our presence. Very basic cover. Is the Adventures of Superman I have a feeling there was an animated series called The Adventures of Superman, but I'm not certain. They could have at least put the red in. I think what happened to your colorist? Fire! 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 For sure. I just noticed, by the way, if you look here, it's blue outline. If you look here, it's red outline. I do wonder the meaning to me. The Metropolis Kid is back. I've not heard of him be called the Metropolis Kid before. How tiny is this guy? Thank you, for sure. Oh, Jabba! The gorilla who was dipped in ice cream and left to rot in the sun. And the maggots. Wow, he looks more grisly than usual, both of you. You might have saw recently my comic book haul. I did a Jabba the Hutt. I got Jabba the Hutt. One of my comics. It was a variant edition. This was, however, by Dark Horse Comics. My one was more recent. It was a variant edition of a sketch. What's the word? Concept art. This is very groovy too. Very slimy guy. Your saliva is your persuasive mechanism. Your ways are not unnoticed to me. I will say that this font right here doesn't really match the image. This font, I would think, would go well with something. These colors, I think, would go well with something like Scooby-Doo or something. I don't know, it seems like they don't match very well. But this art, the actual art, does really represent this gruesome den of pure deprivation very nicely for you. Star Wars Dark Knight Comics #1, Lucas Books, Knight Errant Escape, Fall to the Dark Side. Well, this is amazing artwork of this creature right here. It looks like it belongs underwater. Looks like a giant piranha. But it doesn't seem we are out of the water. I mean, in the water. This looks like the... reminds me of the race that Darth Maul belonged to, with the spiky heads for you. This guy, or this woman, it looks like a woman, but it could be a Prince Charming. Who can say? I would go with a woman. Oh wait, she's evil! Evil for you! Look at the lightning. Are lightsabers known to be great conductors of and attractors of lightning? Because I've not seen that before. That would be so cool to see, actually. We know that the Force ghosts like Yoda can actually summon lightning now, all of a sudden. So it would be cool to see his ghost summon the lightning onto, I don't know, Rey's lightsaber. Give her the extra boost at the end. That would be very cool. And then they go, ah! And destroy all. Get rid of those. Maybe if there were Force ghosts, evil Force ghosts, they can use the power provided to them by the good Force ghosts. Like Yoda summoning this. And then it goes onto the lightsaber, conducts, and then they go, ah! They blast them with that power, like Thor or something. Like Thor, the god of thunder. Instead of a hammer, you have a lightsaber. Why not? All the rules are up in the air right now. Why not end with a bang? And then all the... we know Darth Sidious is seemingly returning, but we don't know in what form. It might just be a recording or of some sort. If it is a Force ghost, that would be I think a great way to get his existence out of our lives for a while at least. Destruction to you. Really fantastic cover, and I'm I'm excited to read this one and see what this woman's story is. She seems to be a Sith. Evil woman! They are very creepy always. So, but seems like quite a brave one too. Yes, that's great cover. Star Wars A New Hope 3 of 4. Which one did I see before? 1 of 4. So, you know, I think this guy here, this is Grand Moff Tarkin, of course. Leia looks like a mannequin. This guy, I think, was actually in the movie. You know, at that meeting they have at the beginning of A New Hope, when they talk about that the Death Star plans have been stolen. There was a guy with white hair. And I think it's him. And I think he is actually, I read in a book or something, that maybe it was online, that this guy is actually meant to be one of the guys who was very prominent in the Clone Wars cartoon series. And that was a great surprise for sure, that the guy was still around and still pretty high up in the Empire when he worked for the Republic alongside the Jedi. So that's a tidbit for you. I don't remember his name. I think it's the person who gives the voiceover. You know, in the Clone Wars at the beginning, there's always someone who gives a voiceover what's happening. It's this guy, I believe. So, thank you again. Seems I can add that to my collection of Star Wars. This is different. Look at that. I'm guessing all these white dots represent the stars of the universe. Classic Star Wars, this is called. Archie Goodwin and Al Williamson. This looks very cool to me. Issue 3. I've not seen a comic series called Classic Star Wars before. I like its cover. It looks very retro, of course. But nice style indeed. I found like the styles they do today is quite... They don't take many... It's not that creative. It's... You know, a lot of the time it is amazing art, but stuff like this... Maybe I don't see enough comics, I don't know. But, you know, do some creative things with your covers. Usually it's just sort of like a scene from the story, which is of course good as well. But I would like to see some more twists and turns and surprises. However you class a surprise if it's on the front cover, but yes, be risky to me! Indeed, like those variant covers that showed the art, the concept art. I like that they were doing different things like that. But of course that was a variant. But that brings us to the end of our comic collection, delivered by Rayman, the Silencer Man. Again, his channel link will be down below, as will it be at the end of this video, in the end card. Also, thank you Rayman for what you deliver to me. I will be forever reminded of your generosity and your chicken tikka procedures, shall we say, and your rice pudding, bread and butter galore. And I have to tell you, Rayman, you are very funky to me! Welcome. What a reveal! What a package for me, Rayman. You are the silencer man to me. That is true for sure. That has never been true ever. Congratulations to me, and look at the performance. Look at the minions. But destiny, it calls for us all. It calls for great harmony. It calls for great transgression. It calls for great peaceful tunes on my keyboard. What I say to you, what can I proclaim to me? Wow. Thank you to you, Rayman. You know how to deliver. You know how to dress for the ceremony. What can I say to thee? What can I hear to me? It must have taken you quite some effort. You put in lots of effort to me, and I definitely appreciate it. It does amaze you how a simple guy or woman like me can receive this from a relative stranger. But you did describe us as a friendship. Juicy sorts. But what I mean is to receive something, such gifts from someone that you have never met before is very, very charming to me. Very rewarding for you. And it is baffling, and it is great, and it is very, very funky to me! So, we have Star Wars, Doctor Who, we have Vader, that is Star Wars, we have Batman, we have Spider-Man, Cobra, Justice Machine, Nudity to me! And Brigade, Spawn, Logan, and things I have not heard of before. It's all very funky to you. Where's the one with the beast? Oh no, that was the beast. I thought I missed one. So look at them all for you. Look at them all for you. Look at them all. Is this your life to me? Is this your destiny? I could not be gleeful for me. Wow. Thank you, Rayman. Thank you to you. You know, I counted, and there are 35 comics you sent to me. 35 comics. I did not expect that many. So it was a pleasant surprise, and it's a great joy to open and to discover. And it must have, I wonder what your history is with all of these comics. Did you purchase them recently, or did you purchase them over the years, collect them over time? Rayman has a channel, and he's always going to the flea market and coming back with many treasures and antiquities, extraordinary scenes. If you're interested in comic books, I definitely suggest Rayman, the Silencer Man. I will put his channel in the description and in the end card of this video. Dedication to you, for sure. You are definitely a golden monkey to me. Forever! But wow, 35 comics must have cost you a dime. And as we witnessed, the package itself was quite heavy, so that must have cost some extra also. So I do appreciate your hardship, Rayman. I do appreciate your trials and your tribulations to get this to me. I will take good care of them, I hope. I hope. We can only hope for a better future for me. We can only pray for me. Do you like... Oh, that is my nose. I was wondering why that was sticking out in such a manner. I forget I have a nose now. But yes, you can see my PlayStation 4. I'm probably going to start playing Borderlands soon. I got that free from PlayStation Plus. But anyway, my gratitude is with you. I'm not sure when I'm going to start reading these comics. I have so many to do. So many to read. Still, I need to promise you that unboxing of my own comics that I have. Not sure what space I have to put these, honestly. Maybe I can put them in a folder. Or maybe I'll put them in the big wallet that I keep Matilda's artwork. At least for now, until I can get another box or a comic box or something. I mean, they're all bagged and boarded anyway. Very grateful to me. You take good care of your comics for sure, Rayman. How many comics do you have in your life? How many wives and how many meals? How many meals are waiting for you? These are questions of the time. These are questions for eternity. And I have to say, Happy Thanksgiving to all, and to all a good day. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? And wouldn't you once more? I hope you stay with you. Do you like this pattern on my face? I'm liking it. It looks great to me. I look like an extraordinary gentleman. I am what a gentleman looks like. You use me as a model for all of your life's strifes and your objectives and the things you want most for you. Such kindness to me will I repay thee one day, maybe. Tell me your thoughts. Show me your crimes. And remember, jump on that subscribe button. If you would like to eat the cheese, farewell. My munchins, take care. My munchins.
Thank you.